And go live. I'm gonna go ahead and go live. I'm sorry I'm late, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Haven't been able to get online. Been busy with work, trying to get a job and such. Beginning this live stream tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and discuss an anime that everyone's talking about, which is Neon Genesis Evangelion 3.1 plus 0.0 Thrice Upon a Time. Now, this is the last film that they're going to be making for the series, I'm assuming. Considering that the hype of this anime has been for a long time a very popular anime that everyone was waiting for a long time to happen, considering that it took a long time for them to make this anime happen. You have to understand that this anime was very popular in the early 90s. It sprung a lot of... it actually has a lot of the... like Megumi Ogata, for those who don't know, is the voice actress of Shinji. I do feel bad for her for what happened, because she was known for a lot of... because there was an incident with her, and she really played a good role. To be honest with you, I'm surprised she's back, still acting, still doing what she loves to do. Even though she's like 56 years old, she managed to come back to her old role. And surprisingly, she has managed to come back, and the fact that people were waiting for this anime for a long time, considering that Evangelion 3.0 was interesting, that they decided to do the last one, and it took them a long time. And I understood the reason why, because they were doing this because of a lot of good reasons. I haven't been able to discuss this with a lot of people about the anime. I'm sorry that the microphone is a little bit busty, but I'm just going to go ahead and explain something. This anime is actually pretty decent. And the fact that they tried to make this anime cool, it was a big surprise that it took this long for this anime to happen. And the fact that people want to discuss this issue about this anime, and the fact that this anime actually was very good. I would say it's a very good anime for its time. Even when I'm surprised that Megumi Ogata pulled it off pretty well with Shinji's character. And the fact that they brought back a lot of the cast to do one last hurrah, and the fact that this is going, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, spoiler, this is the last one. This is the last hurrah that they're going to make. So it's, and the fact that the ending, I'm not going to spoil anything. You're going to have to decide to watch it yourself. I think this anime is decent for what it's worth. The soundtrack is very awesome. The story elements are pretty good. I would have to admit that Shinji's character kind of, a lot of people really hate Shinji for being, the sad boy character for a long time. But the fact that he had to learn, he had to grow, he had to make changes in his life. And he realized, he had to move forward and live his life. And the fact that he had to keep moving forward with it. I thought it was interesting, and the fact that they created this anime. And the thing is that this anime is very decent. I looked at it, even though they kind of mixed a lot of like 3D and 2D animation into this anime. You would be surprised what they did with this anime. The fact that there were sequences that they did in the anime that had, like, the fighting scenes, for example, they used a lot of 3D animation in the EVAs, and I kind of watched it, and I thought it was really cool, especially when they introduced the new character Maria. and I thought it was a really good, uh, good, good, solid starting point of the story, because it showed a lot of action and a lot of things that happened, and it was really good. Don't get me wrong, it was really good. The problem with it is that there were some parts of the movie you would be surprised that they did. They used like CGI, and some of it was just a little bit more what you would expect from the Studio Exapa, whatever they're called. And they really put on a really good display of their work, and I really thought it was really good, considering that this was a continuation of all three movies, and they decided to give it a final conclusion to the story. The fact that Shinji screwed up and made a big mistake. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one. That is something that I kind of agree with you. They took quite a while, not because of a certain incident last year, but it also the fact that a lot of people who worked on it became a part of the studio trigger. That's true. That's true about that whole issue. And yeah, there was a lot of issues with the drama that was surrounding it, especially with the fact that there were several studios that were, from what I understand, one of their Gainax kind of had a drama that happened a while back with one of their bosses, and one of their bosses got into trouble. I can't mention what it is, but I can tell you from what I recall, it involved a young woman, and this kind of turned into a bad situation. And it was an interesting thing that happened, but the fact that it kind of ruined the reputation of the anime, because a lot of people do like Neon Genesis Evangelion. For what it's worth, I watched that series for a long time too. I watched it in the early 90s, from the early 2000s, especially the movie. I remember me and my friends watched the movie, the Death and Rebirth. The fact that this anime is just an alternate story of Neon Genesis Evangelion. And the thing I thought it was amazing about it was it's a really good anime, because they did a good job with it. And I think it deserved a lot of credit for what it's worth, because they finally created a story to where, and I'm going to give you guys the spoilers on this. Shinji kind of grows up. He finally evolves. He finally understands what he's dealing with. Especially, I kind of was surprised by Rei Ayanami's character, when Rei Ayanami doesn't even know who she is. She doesn't recognize who she is. And after, you start to realize how human she was. Even though she wasn't human, she was happy living and existing. Her character, yeah, and I remember when it was one of the incidents where Yoko Miyamura and Hito Hagegi Anno, yeah, I think they had some type of issue, creative differences or issues with the anime, and to my understanding, that kind of was interesting enough. You can come in. Man, I would love to hear from you, Red, because it would be interesting to talk to you about that anime, because I watched the anime myself, and it's actually really good. To be honest with you, watching it's a very weird situation, because I know Hideki Anno had to leave Gainax because of this. So, anyways, I would like to discuss this. If anybody wants to continue chatting, go ahead and post what you want to say on chat. I would like to hear from what you guys think, because I really want to hear what you guys think of the anime. Because I would, if anything, ask me a question.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hey,
Did you watch the movie? Lou?
I've seen the I'll be honest with you. I've seen the end of Evangelion, but I haven't seen the other movies yet.
Yeah, I watched it, and it's an alternate tale of Evangelion.
So Shinji finally grew a pair of balls in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a miracle.
Yeah, that's what happened. He finally faced his father.
Ooh, that's so good.
In an epic battle.
Dude. Gendo, let's be honest here. In the case of Gendo Ikari, he was never a good fighter to begin with. I mean,
yeah, it is true.
Consider all the shit he did. He spliced his dead wife's DNA into Rei.
Yeah.
He has a very, very strained relationship with his son Shinji.
Yeah.
And Shinji as a whole fucking asshole. So I am not surprised. This is how it would end.
Yeah. Because it is a... Because I hate to say the spoilers about that, but I have to. Because it was a really good opera in a way. Because Shinji kind of faced his dad, and you realize you kind of feel sorry for the dad, because his dad was more fucked up than him.
I mean, I've been fucked up too. My wife died, dude.
Yeah. That's what he felt. He felt alone. And you when you watch that whole movie, you see how Gendo acts. The only reason why he did all this stupid shit that he did was because he wanted to make that one wish where he can wish to have his wife back.
Gendo never tried to cope with that.
Yeah, he never did.
I can't believe we're sympathizing with Dad of the Year of all years, like worst Dad of the Year. Like, have you ever seen Kill la Kill, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. The man is basically the male version of Ragyu Kirin.
Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. Like he had issues. Like when you listen to his dad in the sequence of the storyline, and it was like, and of course, you know, I was kind of surprised that Misato was like alive and well. Yeah. Yeah, you're listening to some Muse. Yeah. Well, what's going on? Yeah. So anyways, the fact that they created this anime for the last time, the last hurrah, this was it. They should have retitled it "This Was It," not "Thrice Upon a Time." But the funny thing was, the ending kind of had this sort of happy ending in a way. And there's a lot of memes popping up on the internet about the ending. And there's a lot of spoilers on the ending that gives you hints on the ending. And the fact that Shinji had to make this wish.
So, I want to wait for a bit. So regarding that one incident I told you about, It was actually more of sexual harassment regarding Hideaki Anno.
Yeah, Hideaki Anno. Yeah, I heard, and the fact that he basically kind of he had to leave.
Strangely enough, so did Yuko Miyamura. She moved to Australia after that.
Yeah,
At least for a while. She's back in Japan.
I'm surprised. Yeah, because that anime, I have to admit, that anime was pretty decent for its time. For what it's worth, they're trying their best to make this anime. It was high
Look,
quality, but at the same time, they used a lot of CGI in it.
look, call me a contrarian, but honestly, Evangelion. I mean, when we reviewed it, we gave it. I pretty much gave it like a 7.5.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's it's overhyped as hell,
Yeah,
which is very unfortunate part.
it's because a lot of people like the
A lot of people, I'm guessing, a lot of people watched it because it was the first anime, like Demon Slayer is right now with a lot of the Zoomers.
yeah, that's pretty much what it was, but at the same time it was like an over the top depressed, it was like sad depressed, goth people liked it. That's pretty much what it was, like sad boy, sad girl, sad people type of
Literally
anime.
me, literally me, the character.
Yeah, literally me the character. That's pretty much what it attract. Like, but it made people relate in a way because it's like, yeah, my dad was like that. My dad was an asshole. My dad,
My mom
like,
was a bitch. My mom was a schizophrenic bitch who killed herself, and
yeah,
then she almost tried to take me out. In the case of Asuka,
yeah,
you do not. And this is more of a spoiler for the series, but the reason why Asuka's like this is because, well, her mother was not well. She was fucked up. In fact, she was
yeah.
more fucked up than. We're talking about a woman who tried to murder her daughter, and then she wanted to kill herself.
The weird thing about it is that Asuka, you find out more about Asuka's character. Like she hated, she wanted to be alone, but at the
She
same
married.
time, she wanted someone to notice her, to acknowledge who she is.
That was what's his name? Kaji, who was the guy that she was in love with.
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah, she was, and the funny thing about it is that she found it. Like she really found it in the end. And the fact that you see appearances from other characters in the series, you see, I forgot his name. Like what happened was in the storyline, Shinji is like he's like young. Like from what weird reason he came back, but he came back in a time loop or something. And he finds
um,
out that all the people that he knew were all grown up. Like all his friends from high school grew up.
was it like? I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I mean, well, truth be told, I don't really intend to see it because, to me, the end of Evangelion was actually the actual ending.
Yeah, it was the actual ending, and a lot of people. The reason why a lot of people I know people in Japan hated the ending. That was the reason why Hideki and others got harassed for it, like literally harassed over that ending of the TV series, and they put out the movies, and people weren't happy with that either.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, and a lot of fans wanted a newer version of it, like it was related to the manga, I believe. And they introduced a new character, and that character got a lot of hype. And that was forgot her name,
Mari,
Mari
you were close. It's Mari.
Mari
Okay. Oh, Mari. Yeah.
Mari.
Oh, so this is from a page called Otaku Baka. This was back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
A popular Japanese comic forum, an article published by the Saiso Woman Portal in 2012. All right, Scissor Woman. This was back when You Cannot Redo came out.
Yeah.
Where the alleged incorrect attitudes of director Hideaki Anno were pointed out during the production, because it's Evangelion and his alleged harassment of the voice actresses in the project.
Yeah.
According to him, 17 years ago,
Yeah.
Arnold's arrogance was well known in the industry. If the president would run out the way he wanted, he used to throw Daniels like a bitch and leave the process without permission, without the director. The voice cast or production would continue working that day, so it was common there to be a few changes to the schedules. Yeah. Reported an insider from the voice acting industry in Japan.
Yeah. There's also the fact that
the dude was simping. Oh, look at this.
He was simping.
Yeah, for real. Look at this. He continued also during the production of Neon Genesis Evangelion telecast, and practically fell in love with all the voice actresses, one after the other, and took every opportunity to get close to them. Every season together, the voice actresses slowly got tired of this incessant approach to begin with Megumi Hayashibara, Rei Ayanami, and Kotono. The voice of Rei Ayanami and Kotono Mitsuishi when Misato Katsuragi were on her radar.
Wow.
On his radar. However, the strength to women while due to resist the approach of the director was to give up.
Yeah,
someone... Go ahead.
Yeah, someone mentioned, I just finished watching the movie. I didn't like it. It was an
incomprehensible trip of crack.
Trip of acid mixed with crack. Shame they did this. Yeah, you see how fans are. Like, they hate the ending. They hate the conclusion. That is the real fans of the
Oh, what's this? He continued, in the end, Anno focused on Yuko Miyamura, the voice of Asuka Langley, Soryu Oshikigami, apparently. Wait a minute. One question. Did they actually retcon the absolute fuck out of that last name? It was either Soryu or Shikigami in the new ones. And the youngest of the female voice cast. At the time, Anno's obsession with Miyamura was incredible. She would call him frequently.
He actually said that.
No,
the sex was incredible. The sex was incredible. I could not believe her.
She will call him frequently outside her work and try to ask her on it. But at first, Miyamura was forced to pay attention to him.
Yeah.
But this gradually increased in pace, so much so that she began to feel in danger. From this is a leak of quite peculiar rumor arose because in New Genesis Evangelion, there was a scene where Misato Katsuragi has relations with Ryoji Kaji. Where at the end of Evangelion, there's a scene where... if you guys have never seen the end of Evangelion, consider this a bit of a spoiler. It's actually Shinji masturbates when looking at the exposed breast of Asuka in the hospital.
I remembered that.
That was said that Anno satisfied his unrecorded love for Mitsuishi and Miyamura with these scenes.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That was crazy. That is a big surprise there.
What a mad lad.
Yeah, that guy really, really kind of... That explains what happened. Like, that explains the conspiracy deep down on that anime. From that series. Like, even from the movie. And also the fact that... I wonder, because I think Karu was... I hate to say it, but Shinji... voice actress.
Let's see. You were saying JT?
Shinji Ikari's voice actress.
That would be the Japanese Seiyu or Megumi Ogata. There we go.
Yeah,
Megumi Ogata.
Megumi Ogata.
What about her?
I think because she used to be known to dress up as a guy.
Yeah, she does look like she's yeah, she does look like she's how should I say this?
Hmm.
She looks like a fatter Ayumu Murase.
Yeah, and the weird thing about it is that, from what I recall, there was an incident with her a long time ago where a trans guy dressed up, or transvestite, touched her boobs in the middle of nowhere in Japan in the streets.
Oh wait, it was a transgender woman.
Yeah, who touched her boobs and thought she was a man. Like she misgendered. And I was like, I was kind of surprised. I was like, I don't have a problem with her. When she was like, you look at her now, like she was very young.
Oh wait, it says here
Yeah,
it was a gay man.
yeah. It was a gay man that accidentally thought she was a man and touched her boobs by accident. Like, uh oh. Like she
It,
had she like
no, yeah, like this apparently. This is the quote
mhm.
from her Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh wait, DB Live. Just
yeah,
now I was walking through the Golden Gate when a gay man I didn't know walked past me and grabbed my chest. I think he said, I thought it was a gay man, but it was a lesbian. The
yeah,
woman I was walking with was just a drinking buddy. And we weren't in that. They actually, so that dude actually thought that she was a lesbian
yeah,
or something like that. I
yeah.
mean, it translating from English to Japanese is, it's always a crapshoot.
Yeah, and the weird thing about it is that she worked in the industry for a long time. So, like she's like 57 now. She's like 57. She's been around for a long time, since the 90s and early 2000s. Like Megumi Ogata's
Veteran.
a veteran. And the weird thing was that she came back and did this movie, and I was kind of surprised by it. Like she basically came back and returned, but sadly, in the English version, Rei Ayanami, I would say that the English dub version of Rei Ayanami, I kind of was disappointed by, because it's not the same actress. Because the same actress had more elegant voice. The original voice actress for AD Vision, I forgot her name.
What? Well, at least Spike Spencer and Tiffany Grant are in this.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm kind of glad about. But at the same time, sadly, they kind of had, you probably heard what happened. Like, one of the people from Neon Genesis Evangelion did not want that voice actress, since that incident at that one convention where she stripped naked in front of everybody.
Oh yeah, it was Amanda Wynn Lee who played her.
Yeah, Amanda Winley, and
Well, that
she basically took off her shirt and showed off her bra.
no. What happened was she was fucking twerking and she was fucking twerking on top of what looked like a penguin, a
Yeah,
stuffed penguin or some shit.
I know. It was actually like a Zenpen. I forgot his name. He was a part of the Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's the penguin in that series. And
Yeah,
and the funny thing
Pen
is,
Pen.
Pen was only appeared once in the movie. That was it. Only like a group of penguins, were there, but Pen was not there. But spiritually, he was there.
You know what's funny? She actually Amanda Wynn Lee actually blocked me on Twitter when I had a Twitter.
Yeah, I just don't care about Amanda anymore. It's like the drama over Vic was stupid. Like, if you really want him out of the industry just because he's old as hell, and you didn't like him because he was very touchy feely type of person, then just the fact that people were upset over this, and it was petty and stupid.
Dude,
Pushing people
that's
away.
dude. Here's the thing. she would absolutely hate the way Puerto Ricans well, before the whole incident thing
Yeah.
would treat women. She would absolutely be disgusted at it.
Yeah, she probably would
And
be.
and let me say it like this. I don't know what is it with you Americans, like Americans, I say mainlanders. But in Puerto Rico, we are a bit affectionate, like Italians, because that is no culture. I mean, some people are uncomfortable, yes.
Yeah.
But honestly, what happened to Vic was well, Vic ended up winning. Vic ended up winning in the end because he's going to be getting some roles,
Yeah.
and the man, you know what to say, innocent till guilty, I guess. Innocent till proven guilty.
Oh man, people are making memes of I believe in Mage Shinji supremacy. I believe in Mage Shinji. Mage Shinji.
I
That's
believe
funny.
in Shinji Ikari's supremacy.
Yeah, Shinji.
Oh
No,
my
no.
god.
Yeah, dressed up as a maid in the manga.
Not gonna lie, but Simps,
Yeah.
they're something else.
Yeah, they're really crazy. And it's like that's kind of what's going on right now because the fact that people are making memes like right now Evangelion's trending somewhat, but people are just making memes of it, and it's kind of hilariously funny. The fact that I actually got to watch it earlier, today on unofficial channels. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but as far as I know, it's gonna be premiering on Amazon.
Netflix.
No, it's on Amazon actually.
Real shit?
Yeah, not on Netflix. Amazon.
I thought they were gonna do it. They were going to. I actually thought they were gonna do it on Netflix.
Um,
Weird.
well, the thing was they made it. Amazon made the deal first. They basically asked, "Hey, we're gonna put this on our platform. You guys want to watch?" And they're like they announced it. Like they're putting on Netflix, not on Netflix, but on Amazon. Like Amazon Prime.
Oh, you can only. Oh yeah. You know, I'm actually. I'm actually. Now that I think about it, I do have a couple of days left before my Amazon Prime trial expires. So maybe I should take a look.
Yeah, it's already. I already had mine expire a while back, and I managed to watch it. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't believe me, this is what they're making, and already 7 people reviewed it and gave it 5 full stars. It's a 2-hour, 35-minute movie.
I like
It's
I
currently
like
unavailable.
Gustavo's description on it, and it is actually a very accurate depiction of the end of Evangelion as well. It was that plus a gigantic Hyperborean mindfuck.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the anime is and still is in a way. It's a mind fuck, but from where it got to, it just kind of because you probably the beginning of the story is basically this: Shinji's basically a sad boy. He is the very essence of sad boyism. Like he could not, like he was like in the movie, like he fucked up badly. Like he literally fucked up everything, like ruined everything in that movie, in the last few movies that he did. The fact that he tried to save Rei Ayanami, the fact that he tried to kill Karu, the fact that he tried to, the fact that he killed the fact that he refused to fight, but then again they released the plug system. The fact that Shinji didn't want to do anything. He had to. He wasn't forcing himself to do it, but he had to.
Did did he do anything regarding Asuka? Like, I mean, I know the
He
man
he
had.
he made up. He made up with Asuka.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah, and
Really?
Asuka kind of admitted, yeah, I had a crush on you.
Oh,
Like
I mean,
she admitted that in the movie.
you know, considering how the man choked her in one of the episodes,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised by it too. It's like, yeah, even the fact that he did take advantage of her. That was like the whole thing. Like he basically did something wrong. And of course, in one of the movies, you saw Shinji get punched in the face. Remember? And she
Oh
had
God.
like, and I was kind of surprised too. Like she basically had to, like they basically like when they introduced Maria. And I hate to say this, but Maria was flirting with Shinji.
Wasn't Mari sort of a yandere of sorts that she was really fucking jealous?
Nah, she wasn't really jealous. She was just flirty. Like she was just happy go lucky happy.
Horny. She was
Yeah,
horny. She was horny.
yeah. She was basically, in the film, like she basically said, she just basically covered Shinji's eyes and say, "Guess who?" And she basically said, "A woman with big tits," and I'm just like laughing about it, like she was joking. I'm a woman with big boobs. Like she basically did that to Shinji.
I and oh boy, maybe I should maybe I should pop your cherry. You know.
Well, the funny thing about it is like I can't spoil the ending because I don't want to
No,
spoil
don't.
because I don't want to tell everyone, oh, this is the great, this is great, but I know that some people would be upset about it because the fact that it is a good movie, the fact that it actually tells a good story, and the fact that it does have a really good way of telling the story. I know that some people are disappointed, like that one guy who sent that message, like he had a mixed message about that anime. But the thing is, it's like you're not going to expect everything to. You're not going to expect high expectations in the story, but you will get some. You will get a good. You will see it the ending. You'll see how it turns out. Like the outcome isn't what you would expect, and the fact that people will either like it or dislike it, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be what it is. And I watched the series for a long time. I watched the original one from the 90s. I watched the movies. I never I was at first I was kind of skeptical about the rebuilds because it was kind of the same old storyline, but except they added a new character in the storyline, which is Mara, or Mari as they call her. And the thing is, like, I was just kind of like, the only reason why they had her in there is for marketing purposes. But a lot of people were attracted to that character because she was the cute girl with glasses. But when you start to notice her in the movie, she starts to really, you start to take a liking to her personality. The fact that she was outgoing and very gutsy in a way. And I really did like her character. And it was definitely a good aspect of what they were doing with that anime. And the fact that the character kind of developed it in a way that you would like it. It's definitely a good movie.
Oh, man. There was something that you know. Funny thing was that I wasn't really planning on watching Evangelion the
Yeah.
first time
Yeah.
because I mean, if you overhype a series so much, I am very much reluctant to check it out.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I only watched it so a couple of these motherfuckers could shut the fuck up, but I ended up. Eh, it really wasn't all it's cracked up to be regarding this original series. To
I
be honest.
understand. I understand. It's not like this is like an alternate storyline of the series.
Mhm.
That's what it is. It's like they're retelling it in a different storyline because the original one didn't have Maria in it, but
No, it was.
they hinted that there was a character that was going to be a part of the series, but they had to end the series all of a sudden because of that whole situation.
I'm actually surprised that the series carried on as long as it did. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, it was carrying on pretty well, and I was like watching this anime, and I felt that this anime definitely had a really good story, and the fact that the animation was very decent, considering that it is a mix of 2D and 3D animation. When you could tell by the EVAs that they put into it, like in some scenes they used animation, and others they used clips from the original, and you can tell that they used like 3D animation.
wasn't Production IG like one of the companies in charge of the Eva movies?
I think so too. Yeah,
Let me see. Oh God.
it's actually Exapa or something like that.
Let's see. Okay, so it has that Tatsunoko. What the fuck?
Yeah, Totsuno.
Tatsunoko. What more than this? Besides Ganet.
Hmm? Because
It's funny.
I think
It,
Gainax. Go ahead.
it's funny because it's funny that it premiered on Amazon Prime despite the fact it's on the Netflix has the worldwide streaming license for it.
Yeah, they have some of the old AD Vision licenses because they went through a company called Digital Rights Management or Digital Rights Media. They went through them to get the license. I know because I did a little research on the company. Because you heard of a streaming service called Retro Crush?
Yeah.
They went through them.
Oh, okay. It's Studio Kara that's doing that did the last one's production,
Yeah,
which is Hideaki. It's Hideaki Anno's studio.
yeah,
It's not Zappa. It's actually Kara.
Kara. Yeah,
Kara.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. It just wrote it like that because I'm guessing it's Cyrillic. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Cyrillic. It's Greek. It's Greek. There we go.
yeah,
The name. It's actually Greek for joy.
Joy. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're trying so hard to make it interesting, and I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, 100. I mean, 100 million yen. No.
Yeah, they
Wait.
spent a lot of money on the animation.
Ew. This done. Oh, sorry. I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, I understand. Like that
The thing is,
anime. That anime was. Go ahead.
no, I was thinking of. The thing is, I was Oh God. Regarding Mecha,
Yeah.
I gotta check out. I have to check out SSSS the Dynasty Hun.
Yeah, I watched a few. I watched a few episodes of it. It's okay. It's pretty good. I thought it was hilariously funny though.
Yeah, but is it I mean, is it a worthy sequel to? But is it actually a good?
SS Gridman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of is in a way because what it is that they have like these little action figures and they have to use them to power up to in order to use the vehicles and everything, and they combine into one big mecha, which I thought was a really interesting concept because it tries to be part Tetsunoku, part mecha anime or Power Ranger in a way, but it's not trying to be Power Rangers because because the people in the storyline are basically just trying, like, I forgot, because I haven't watched that whole series to notice a lot of the characters. But it is
Subaraya is the company that has the rights to Gridman, if I recall.
Yeah, and I did watch the live action version of it, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Someone uploaded online.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is Subaraya.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I was watching Gridman, I liked it. It was decent. There was even some references to the American version, Superhero Samurai Squad.
Yeah, super cyber. I think it was Superhero Cyber Samurai Squad. I think that was what it was
Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Cyber Squad. Yeah, that's the one. And they were basically trying to talk about that issue, and it's like, because it actually did attract a lot of people to watch that series, especially the anime itself, but it was a totally different storyline.
Although the thing with man, the theory of Raymond was, I mean, it was, I mean, you know damn well who did the animation for this fucking thing. It was Trigger.
Yeah, Trigger decided to. I gotta give credit to Trigger, even though they had a reputation of reusing same old resources that they do in animation, but they definitely did a good job with this anime again.
God damn, they're also doing Dino. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they're also doing other projects too, from what I understand. Like Trigger's, like, let me look it up because I know that there's an IDMB page that.
They're doing a cyberpunk animation series.
Yeah.
Based on Cyberpunk 2077. Edge Runners. That's coming on Netflix. They're also doing one of the Star Wars series.
Yeah, they're doing that too. And it's like, they're working on it. It's like, I just hope it isn't like, I hope it isn't bad. That's what a lot of people are talking about.
Superheroes.
Yeah.
You know, it would be hilarious if they actually used. It would actually be hilarious if they used one of the how should I say this? The intro for fuck.
Superhuman Samurai.
Yeah. As a joke.
It would be funny, but it's like, where is Asuka? Where is Asuka? In this whole freaking film,
He died.
No, she
killed her in the big
no,
bed.
she actually Shinji rescued Asuka. And the funny thing is, he injected her out of the freaking way and got her the hell out of there. And the funny thing was, it was like, okay, Shinji really stepped it up in the movie, because he basically like rescued Asuka, but at the same time, Asuka had to put like something in her eye, like she just literally like took out the thing from her eye. Like she had this ability where she had to unlock the angel thing to become super powered, and I'm just like, okay. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see, 2021. Yeah, they're doing Star Wars Vision, and they're doing Edge Runners, but they're coming out in 2022. Sorry, what is Asuka? What is Asuka? What is Asuka? Asuka. Well, yeah, they're asking right now.
What? Who is Asuka? That's the redhead from the Evangelion series.
Yeah, Rei Ayanami is the girl with the white hair that basically looks depressed and everything. It looks kind of like she's out of it. Yeah, I think it's kind of hilarious. But as far as I know, a lot of people talk about this anime, and the fact that I thought it was hilarious that she got captured, because she was like, and the fact that they're trying so hard for this anime to be the big deal, but it's actually really good. It's actually a really good storyline. But I'm not going to spoil anything. But the only thing I will spoil is that yes, Asuka appears in this anime, and she is still alive.
Unfortunately, and I'm getting crucified. I don't give a fuck.
What?
Unfortunately, a lot of the people who are simp for Asuka are. Let's just say that they are something else.
Yeah, I know. They simp for Asuka. They simp for Rei. They simp for Misato. They simp for
Mari.
Mari.
They simp for Ritsuko.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be simping for. How should I say this? Motherfuckers be simping for Misato. Objectively, I'll be honest with you. Objectively speaking, Misato is best girl. Honestly.
I know she actually is best girl in this anime in this movie, because she's like surprisingly, she gets a new uniform and everything. But I don't wanna spoil anything, because it's gonna be very upsetting when you find out what happens next with Misato.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Because I don't want to mention anything, because but I can only say this, is that she will do something good. And she trusts Shinji.
A good artist too, because she drives over Noah Pine A310, which is a pretty badass wrench car.
Yeah, and you find out in the movie, like, she basically leads the whole freaking thing against her dad. Her Gendo is the main villain in this whole story.
Never said that as a spoiler,
Yeah, that's the spoiler. Is that
Gendo
is the villain?
Gendo was always the bad guy in the Evangelion series.
Yeah, he is. He's like that's the spoiler right there that I'm going to give you guys.
The man was always the bad guy in that series.
I know, and the funny thing about it is, like, that anime definitely has a lot of. It doesn't have, like, I was kind of funny, like, they had a lot of Asuka fan service. Like, she was trying to get naked in some of the scenes. Like, they try to give her, like, Shinji showed up and accidentally and saw her naked. And she was like, what? You're going to Google me? You're going to Oogle me? Or something like that? And I was kind of surprised by that scene right there. Like, she basically she basically, like, she didn't give a shit about Shinji looking at her.
Yes. Asuka's a thought. When I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And the funny thing, I was kind of laughing about it too. Like, it is a good anime, but at the same time, they used a lot of CGI, and they a mix of CGI and 2D animation, and I could give them credit where credit's due. They definitely did a good job with this, but even the soundtrack was a little bit okay. They used a lot of classical music and everything, and they also used a different set of and I forgot some of the songs that they used in this anime. Some of it was English. I think they were using, like, jazz music a little bit, but at the same time, they were using, like, jazz music and classic music, and I think it was really good. Like, I definitely heard a lot of the music in this film, and it definitely fit the tone of the movie. The fact that they used a lot of English speaking people to sing a song in this film, there were certain things I didn't recognize in this film. There were I think they used some new artists to sing these songs to make the soundtrack for the movie, and they definitely did an okay job. It's not the best songs out there, but it did fit the film very well, somewhat. A lot of the stuff they did with this film was totally different than the others. And the fact that this is not like the original TV series. This is not like the Death and Rebirth. This is pretty much a totally different storyline. That's an alternate version of the series. And a lot of people talk about this series and the fact that this series was it took them a long time to make this anime. I remember they premiered the trailer for this, and people were cheering for it because they were waiting for this anime for a long time to happen. Because this anime was basically made how many years? Let me see if I can.
Evangelion came out in 96.
Yeah, yeah. The rebuild movies.
No, I meant the series in general.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know Evangelion came out in 1995.
Yeah. And the movies came out in
1 year after.
Yeah, the year after that. They did.
Oh wait. Death and Rebirth and Evangelion came out simultaneously on 1997.
Yeah.
Death and Rebirth came out in March. July is where people got the end of Evangelion, and then You Are Not Alone was basically released at the 10th anniversary of the end of Evangelion, 10 years later.
Yeah, because the first movie came out for the 0.1 movie came out in September of 2007. The other one came out in June, and the one right here, the third one, 2012. It took them approximately, let's see, 12, 11. Let's see, they premiered it, okay, so in Japan. So I'm looking at the number right here, 2012 to 2021, and it took them how many years?
Okay, so but lots of things. You cannot advance came out in 2009, so that would be 2.5 years,
Yeah.
1.5 year or so.
Yeah.
You Cannot Redo came out in 2012.
Yeah.
Which took 4 years.
Yeah.
In the case of You Cannot, how should I say this? On THRICE Upon a Time,
it took them
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years to make this anime.
No, this movie in particular took 10 years.
Yeah.
But the series itself, by 2025, it will have turned 30.
Yep.
I'm assuming 30 years.
Yeah, and according to this, the release date but received two delays due to concerns over COVID pandemic. The release in March in 2021. Anno had planned to make the Evangelion story since 2000 and wants to open up the franchise in the future to new characters. But 3.0 3.0 plus 1.0 is intended to be his final Evangelion work. Which I was right. It was his final work that Anno would not do. To encourage, like, I guess he wanted people to watch it on a streaming app. And encourage people to be safe and everything. I think it's pretty interesting because the fact that this anime took almost 10 years to make, and the fact that they were planning to release it back in 2019, but it got canceled due to the pandemic. But it's interesting enough, it took them a long time to make this happen. And the funny thing is, it actually made more money in the box office. It made about $92 million.
What the fuck is this shit?
And it made a lot of money in Japan. Out of the 4 movies total, it made like 224 million in the box office in Japan.
Oh, I was reading something else because
yeah,
a lot of these because a lot of the things in the Evangelion were related to psychology and psychological issues. Like, for example, Ritsuko has what is called the Electra complex.
Yeah.
Which is basically a psychosexual competition with her mother for possession of her father.
Yeah.
Just now I'm learning about this shit. Ray is apparently schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? Shinji has an Oedipus complex? What the hell? Is this the Christian or some shit?
Yeah.
Honestly.
I know that.
Hold up. Fuck wrote this Wikipedia article.
I think most people were dealing with the conspiracies in that anime. Like, there were a lot of conspiracies in that anime that kind of made people like mind fucked over that anime. To be honest with you, I don't go deep into it because a lot of the stuff, you know, they talk about the symbolisms and everything in that anime, but I do know about the symbolism, but I don't take it seriously because I know from experience that you can't really take everything in the anime seriously. Because when you watch the original, like, because there was a scene in the film that basically, you know, they were in a studio in the movie. Like, they were like in a studio. There were cameras everywhere, and Shinji was talking to Rei Ayanami in the scene, and they were showing everything in there. Like, it was all made up. Like, it was all an illusion. It was basically like, they even talked about the perception of the mind and everything, how you perceive everything and how you see everything in the world, type of deal. And the fact that I knew from the anime and my experience with watching that anime, you can't take everything seriously that they do or say in that anime because it's all made up. And you can't really take it seriously. And that was in the scene in the movie, too. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, you can't really take everything with a grain of salt. All of it's fantasy. All of it's not real. Even though there's a lot of hidden meetings and everything, and people like to talk about conspiracies and everything in that anime, everything in that anime ended according to how they planned it and how they did it. And that's why this anime was so good, because it actually put out a good storyline. It set up the whole presence of Shinji being this sad boy character, and he manages to overcome that sad boy image of himself and realize he had to grow out of that whole situation. And that's what it was. And after watching that anime, it definitely had this effect on you to be inspired by it. The fact that Shinji had to be forced, because it took Asuka, it took Rei Ayanami, it took a lot of people to get him out of that phase, to get him out of that situation, because he was deep in depression. He was not happy with his life. He could not move forward. Like, he was stuck. He felt like he messed up his own life. Like, sure, he made a lot of mistakes, and he regretted those mistakes, but it took a lot of people to make him realize what to do for himself. Like, he had to move forward and do it for himself. And I thought it was a really good story. But at the same time, you can't really take everything seriously in that anime. Like, you can't really do that. Like, I understand people like the symbolisms and everything, the ideas of nirvana and all this other stuff that they talk about in anime.
A lot of the things in the series are more based on Judeo-Christian.
Yeah.
On the Judeo-Christian. How should I say this? Things like the angels, the names of the enemies.
Yeah.
Like
the 14th angel. This like, there's like so many number of angels that they put in there in that anime. And they talk about this, and it's like, you got the organization of Zele, and then you have, I forgot the new one that they had in there.
Hold up. Seal.
Seal.
It's
Sele.
Yeah. It's Seal.
Seal.
It's the German term for soul.
Yeah. And I was kind of laughing about it, especially the fact that they talk about this anime. And you have people making videos and video essays about discussing this anime, and I watched this anime, and I'm just like, you notice that they had, like, the whole point of it is it's an ongoing, like, soap opera type of storyline with a bunch of people portraying their character as they are. And the fact that they showed the manga, they showed the in the TV series, they showed the manga, they showed the animated, like, stills and everything, just to prove a point that everything was created. And I think that's what Hideki Anno tried to do. Was his intention is to show people this is all not real. This is all fake. This is all created to tell a story, to entertain you. And I think that was what Hideki Anno's intentions were. But people kept trying to, harass him over this whole anime thing. And I could understand why he tried to put that message out there, is to tell people in that anime to grow up.
It wasn't as much that, because if you consider what happened, Hideaki Anno was depressed, and this show was actually a representation of the man's depression.
Yeah.
Here's what it really means. It means everything's gonna be okay. You have to move forward.
Yeah, and
that is the actual lesson in Evangelion as well.
Yeah, and especially he tries to tell people to grow up out of it. Like, especially when he did the whole concept of what he did in that anime, especially in this movie, like, he basically tried to tell everyone to grow and learn to grow. Especially, like, he tried to put Shinji, like, they basically put Shinji in a position to where he's like a little kid. He's still that little kid. And everyone else is grown up. And he was missing for a long time. And he came back. and the fact that Shinji came from like he basically was stuck in time, and he came back, but he was still the kid, and everyone else grew either older than him, and he basically was surprised that he is still alive and well, but at the same time he was very depressed and sad by what happened when he killed Karu. He was still upset because it gave him PTSD when he did that. Like, he literally he didn't want to kill him.
To be fair, he had no choice. Kaoru was one of the angels.
Yeah, and he didn't want to kill him, but he couldn't do anything about it. Like, it literally gave him a mental scar in his head.
Like, the man was basically the closest to a friend, but he was a little...
Yeah, because in the scene he basically like played piano with him, and they got along, and they felt like they were really good friends. But in the end, it was the ultimate betrayal. Like, he basically felt betrayed by what Shinji did. No, not what Shinji, but Karu did. And I thought it was really interesting.
Well, the thing was, Kaoru was also gay for Shinji, so...
Everyone talked about that. Like, yeah, like Shinji was very much the main character, but it was kind of weird though. They didn't kiss, they didn't do any of that stuff. But all he said, "I love you." Karu said, "I love you," and Shinji was just like he was like, what? Like,
this man didn't just say, man forgot to say no homo. No, he didn't even say no homo. Like, was this real?
Was this real? Was it really that? Did it really happen to me? That's what Shinji was probably believing.
I mean, do you love me like you want to fuck me in the ass, or love me because as a homie? Because
and I felt bad. Like, Shinji was definitely the sad boy character in that anime. But I kind of have to give credit where credit's due. Like, they did show Asuka's character, especially the scenes, like the badass scenes that they did with Mara and Asuka. They definitely were really good scenes. They came in all action, but Shinji's like, I'm gonna reserve myself for the last thing, because he wasn't ready. And I thought it was really good. Like, a lot of the acting that they did for this was definitely good, and I gotta give props to them. Like, they definitely were really doing a good job with this anime, because they definitely told a good story. And I think most people would probably be disappointed, but at the same time, it grabbed a lot of the imagination that you would expect from Neon Genesis Evangelion, and the fact that the creativity that they did with this anime, I was kind of surprised too. Like, they basically made Shinji grow up as a character, and the fact that they explored this aspect of all the characters in the anime, and showing that life can go on. Life can be a beautiful thing sometimes, but at the same time, and the funny thing about it, like, people are giving it good reviews. Like, they definitely like this anime. Like, some people, like, I'm gonna show you guys the IDB page right now. 39% of people out of 500 and something people like this anime. I know that there's like people giving it 1%, like 49 people. And IDB page right now so far, you can see by 571 people, the average is 8.1. And I'm kind of surprised. Like, they gave it like a 10-star rating, like 39% of the people. It's definitely a good anime, and I will say, out of all things, it's definitely worth a watch. It's definitely worth a watch, and I will recommend it to everybody. Should you watch it on Amazon? Yeah, you can watch it on Amazon if you wish. I'm not going to stop you from going to other websites that are unofficial. But at the same time, if you really want to see this movie, it's definitely worth it if you want to watch it on Amazon. And the fact that...
Or you can be like me and watch it on some random page like Google Anime.
Don't mention that. Please don't mention that. No, it's just the reason why is we can't really say piracy or anything like that, or go sell the seven seas. But like I said, I tell people unofficial websites. That's what I tell people, because you don't want to get into trouble for that. Because if you mention the website, they'll go after it. That's why I tell them not to go to those like I say unofficial websites. But you're right.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't. No, I was also checking out this event. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Genshin
is this
Impact.
Real?
Genshin Impact.
No. It's something completely unrelated to what we're talking about Evangelion. So, there is an event called, and I am paraphrasing here. I didn't know they still had AG. I didn't even know they still had AG Reddit atheists out there. Global middle finger to end Christianity.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What the hell? These people. Oh, these people giving God the middle finger. Oh, what the hell, man? No, man, come on. This was clearly made by some Redditor.
You really are going to talk about that?
No, hell no. No, not here. This is about the Evangelion movie.
Oh.
So I'm gonna keep it on that. I'm just reading that. I was like, what the hell?
I'm guessing they got upset over it. Right now, I'm trying to look. I'm wondering what's trending on Twitter, because if it's Neon Genesis Evangelion.
No, it ain't Eva. It's something completely unrelated. Never mind.
All right, I'm looking at the memes right now. Neon Genesis Evangelion, episode 12. You cannot use the double gulp cup for the fucking Slurpee.
What?
No, this is someone made a meme of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and post it out there for everybody so they can have a laugh at this. Like, someone made it.
So according to this person, I cannot use the 100-ounce come and go cup.
Yeah. Let me see what else. What else is there? Both of you dance like you want to win.
Oh wait, didn't I eat?
She said, "Don't make others suffer for your personal hatred." But as far as I know, it's definitely a good anime for what it's worth. If you want to, go ahead and go on Amazon and watch it. I highly recommend it. Because I know that some people are excited about this anime, and I know people are very happy to see this anime. It's definitely worth a watch. It's definitely worth the effort to watch, because I know most people are definitely going to watch that anime. God damn it. So, as far as I know, Shinji is no longer Sad Boy in this anime.
So he's no longer Pitch Boy. Now he's
Yeah, now he's promoted to from let's see. He's promoted from sad depressed boy to I'm going to do it. Not to Asuka. He not to Asuka.
God, that was so fucked up.
Yeah, that was the most fucked up thing that happened in that movie.
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna jerk it to a comatose girl here and there. I don't know.
I know
Nothing bad about that, right?
yeah. And right now, someone already is watching that film. Like, I'm not the only one who watched this film. I know a lot of people who watch this film are talking about it, and the fact that Shinji has returned well in his own character again, but comes back and surprises everyone and shocks everybody about his character. I don't hate this anime. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like this anime for what it's worth, but definitely Shinji grew up.
There are people who are very much indifferent towards Evangelion. So
Yeah,
I would say that there are people who do hate this anime.
Yeah,
It is,
for a lot of good reasons.
I personally think it's not that Citizen Kane that these motherfuckers call it out to be. Really.
Yeah, that's true. It's not the Citizen Kane of anime. It never is. It never was the Citizen Kane of anime.
That would be Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Hell no, bro.
Yeah, I
Dude,
got the collection for that one. I got the collection for that one.
I mean, honestly, Cowboy Bebop is unlike anything else that's even done to this day. It's yeah, to this day, I'm still looking for that fucking KFC ad where they used that tank thing, the tank intro song.
Yeah.
Can't find it anywhere.
Well,
I even asked KFC if they had it. They didn't tell me shit.
It'd be funny if they did Neon Genesis Evangelion KFC commercial in America just to promote that anime.
Here's the thing: they don't even do this shit. They don't even do this shit in America.
They don't do that shit in America, but they do it in Japan. It'd be funny if they actually did that. It would make total sense, and they could have made a lot of money off of it, because it would have every fan show up at KFC just to buy it. Because already Taco Bell did an anime, and everyone wanted to buy the
KFC did
nacho fries.
KFC did actually did that video game.
Yeah.
Which was more of a visual novel than anything else. That's close enough.
Yeah, because Taco Bell did that anime commercial, and everyone, when the moment I went to the Taco Bell, it sold out. Like, all the nacho fries sold out. I'm not kidding. That actually did happen.
When did this happen?
In my local area where I lived. Like,
God
they ran
damn.
out of taco nacho fries. And
They don't do that shit in Puerto Rico, man.
Well, it's because they didn't commercialize that anime that they did. Like, that trailer was so badass. Even though it wasn't, like, well animated, a lot of people really liked it. Like, it was definitely a really funny anime. Like, it was kind of like Avatar, the Airbender type of style, and it. I'll show you the commercial. Let me see if I can find that commercial.
I mean, the last time there was something even anime related in Puerto Rico television, it was done to prevent COVID.
I remember you showed that to me, but I'll show you the. All right, let me go ahead and I gotta. I'll give it to you right now. I'll link the thing in Discord. I'll give you the message.
That's some weird ass shit, man. Talk about doing an anime. Oh, that is place why one of the VTubers said Doritos Locos Tacos or some shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. The Fry Force.
This looks like something from. This looks like something you would see on GTA.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? It's real!
Yeah.
What is this crap? Oh, this looks like something for the Boondocks.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing. Like, this is a Taco Bell commercial. For nacho fries. And the moment that this thing showed up, nacho fries sold out within a week. And there was a less supply for it, that they ran out of supplies for that thing. I was so upset too that they had nacho fries, and I even asked them one time, "Did you guys have any nacho fries?" And they're like, "Yes, we have nacho fries."
Was that Stephen J. Blum? It is cool. Oh my god, it is.
Yeah. This is like the Avatar anime.
No, I heard it. What the fuck? One of the voice actors was fucking Steven Bloom.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Whoa.
Yeah. I was like wondering who made this.
Why do I feel like the chick's name voice is familiar? Is that Wendy Lee? Is that you, dude?
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, where's that go?
Yeah, and everyone was talking about this anime for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks this anime, when it came out, people were going crazy over this anime, and the fact that this anime influenced people to buy nacho fries. This was like their best ever thing. Like, that was what it was.
This is more the okay. Interest. Yeah, that is Steven Bloom as one of the. But who else was in this shit?
Yeah, I would show you something else. And the other day, I was looking up Twitter, and I found out something. You know, the people who did Tokyo, the mangaka who did Tokyo. Let me see if I can find it. They were bringing up something on Twitter about him, that he used to be a part of some gang. Let me see if I could find it, because I remember looking it up.
Oh, they released this over the fucking when the fucking Olympics were around.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched the fucking Olympics. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I stopped watching the Olympics. The only thing that was so funny was the Gundam mistake.
Oh no, not just that. I found out that they have used anime references in the games. Like one of the it was I think it's the Kazakhstan Britney gymnastics team.
Yeah.
That were dressed up like Sailor Moon, and then the fact that they did a ska version of Lisa's Gurenge. The theme song for Demon Slayer.
Wow.
A ska version of the Demon Slayer and of the Demon Slayer Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
who the fuck did this?
I think it's the people who did Avatar: The Last Airbender, because you can tell by their style that that's kind of the style of animation they
Oh,
did.
the guy. Oh, the guys. Oh, they're the guy. Oh, really?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. There's also another situation I'm going to go ahead and defend because, for those who don't know, Tokyo Ravengers, this is the actual gang the series was based on, Earth, according to Earth Gamer.
Never heard of this series really.
It's an anime that's starting up. It's been premiered on online for a while. Let me see if I could. I'll show you. I'll link the story for you. Now, a lot of people are talking about. So Ken Waku
Oh,
was a part of a gang in the early 2000s, and the environment he took the inspiration for some elements seen in Tokyo Ravengers. But the funny thing about it, like he pointed out in the, let me see if I could point this out to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Please do not contact or harass Ken Wakawa. Um, because it turns out this, he was a part of according to some sources, like in the Reddit post mentioned that Ken Wakata would have been a part of the Black Empire, one of the largest gangs in its time, because you can see the swastika and everything.
hold up. Ken Wakui.
Yeah,
This motherfucker was part of Black Emperor.
yeah,
God.
yeah. And the funny thing is, if you read the whole story about it, turns out they were an anti-war activist group.
Dude, I know these guys are supposed to suck a biker gang. I even saw a couple of their cars with the logo on it.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Because even the Japanese government, he treated this gang with a certain respect, but like the Tokyo Maji gang and Tokyo Ravagers, it's beginning to were quitting quite promising and bright. Now, this is what it said. However, Tokyo Ravagers ideologically differences were to begin to break relations with the black within the Black Empire. There were members
Oh my god.
who called for a violent uprising against the Japanese government and its ineffectiveness, which ended in up
They
creating new emerging groups such as the Peace for Vietnam, Biharanin, and
oh
Hassan Sinchi Linkai, the Youth
okay
Anti-War Committee.
okay. It says here okay. Be Hayden,
Yeah,
peace for Vietnam, Be Hayden, and the
yeah,
Hansen Seinen Linkai.
yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So a lot of people are bringing up this whole issue about the swastika thing. For it, it's basically means manji. It's a different symbol. Like I remember someone.
It's the Buddhist swastika. It's actually the Buddhist swastika. It's related to good luck.
Good luck and fortune and good
Yeah,
fortune.
yeah. A lot of people actually confuse it with the Nazi swastika, which is rotated 45 degrees to the fucking left.
I know, and a lot of people are not aware of this because it is kind of strange that people would associate that with Nazism. And to be honest with you, the group used to be anti-war, but they decided to become a gang after what happened. And the thing is, this is they were anti-war. They were basically anti-war. They did not want to go to war at all. Because back then,
JT, you got someone asking you if I told him.
it's the manji. Yeah, I'm well aware of it.
But he was asking how was the movie.
It's pretty good. I liked it. It's a
But,
very good movie.
yeah, you should have showed up a bit earlier while we were talking about it.
Yeah, we're talking about the anime right now. It's like this anime is very good. I never got like and I'm glad you came in, man. I appreciate that you basically put your put in the time to help me out here because I needed some help with this anime because this anime definitely has a good story, a good telling of the anime.
Well, this is considering that I watched the series and the first movie, not the last three.
Yeah.
So
Is it on Amazon now? No, it's not on Amazon yet. It's coming out tomorrow. Uh, it's because a lot of it has to do with the fact that this anime is a little bit more because they're still doing the licensing deal. They promised that they would put it out on this date. That's what's going on.
yeah, and Netflix was supposed to be releasing the series
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah, because they made the deal for that anime. It's not coming out on Netflix. It's coming out on Amazon. And the thing is like they made a good deal because the fact that originally Digital Rights Media owns the rights to Neon Genesis Evangelion, and they're a subsidiary of what used to be AD Vision.
Uh, you know, what's the thing? They're not. What happened was one part of ADB ended up being Sentai Productions, and the
Yeah,
other one was what was the
yeah,
other one?
yeah. Their successor is Sentai Holdings LLC, which is Sentai Filmworks, and they also, let's see if I can look it up because they also own Anime Network and Section 23 Films. But I do believe they also stream on whatchamacallit,
Retro Crush.
Retro Crush, yeah.
What's going on in Twitter right now is that Britney Spears' dad agreed to step down from her conservatorship.
Oh, really?
Oh
Dang.
yeah.
That's an update, ladies and gentlemen, about Britney Spears. Yes, and someday she will make anime.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, her dad is no longer her tutor.
All right.
She's essentially free.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad because she definitely needs to get. I think it was best for her mentally. I wish her the best of luck. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and explain the situation about Tokyo Revenger's creator. I think a lot of people kind of interpreted based on the gang known as Black Empire,
And Black Emperor.
Black Emperor.
Yeah, Black Emperor is actually a pretty infamous Bosozoku game.
Yeah.
Uh, the thing is, here's the thing: if you ever post any of the cards that Black Emperor used, you will get the suck. I am not kidding. I posted a Celica and a Nissan Skyline, which had the livery, and guess what? It isn't even it. It wasn't until they either removed it or they banned one of my friends for posting it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I am showing them the pictures of it, but I'm not gonna try to say that anything negative about them. They used to be an anti-war group. That's what I'm gonna say about them. That's all I'm gonna say. And the fact that they bring up the whole negative context about the swastika thing, it's basically a symbol of it's called the Meiji symbol, It's
In Japan, it's manji, but
yeah, manji.
swastika is Sanskrit.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, most people interpret things differently because it's used in different cultures. In Native American culture, it was a symbol of peace. I'm not
It,
joking.
it's here's the thing. Uh, swastika in Sanskrit means conducive to well-being.
Yeah.
Not only was it used in mm, Hinduism and Buddhism, this was also on paganism and well, in the case of ancient Greek religion and Roman religion, Germanic religion, the swastika symbolizes lightning bolts in that, or the god of thunder.
Yeah.
In some religions like Hinduism, Zeus in Greek, Jupiter in Roman, and Thor in ancient Germanic.
Yeah.
In China, it is called Wan Si, meaning all things symbol.
Yep.
In Korea, it's known as Manja,
Yep.
and it says here that the symbol was found in archaeological remains of Hindu civilization, the Samara culture in Mesopotamia, and Byzantine and Christian artwork.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now that being said, we need to people need to differentiate the fact that
Right.
the right facing swastika was the one that was adopted by Nazi
Yeah.
Germany, and
Yeah.
it
Used
is not the same as
as
the Buddhist swastika.
yeah. It's
What
not the same.
why are we even talking about swastikas, man?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. It means
Prosperity,
prosperity and good luck.
luck. Yeah, and a lot of people misinterpret it. Like they don't understand the history behind it or the cultural significance of what it means. Some people interpret it differently than others, thinking, "Oh, this is the swastika." I had to learn historically by researching this. Even when I read a manga called, it was featured in a manga called Blade of the Immortal, and luckily, Dark Horse actually had to explain the reason in the novels, that the reason why this symbol was used differently in Japan. It was basically used as a symbol of, well, you guessed it, means prosperity and good luck. Oh yeah, by the way, I sent you a message.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's you'll probably laugh at it. Because of the whole, yeah, what happened was in the Olympics, it was kind of hilarious. Apparently BBC Sports mistaken Gundam Unicorn
With
RX.
Transformers, I know that one.
Yeah,
I know that one. They called the Gundam a transformer,
yeah,
and people went to town with the beats about
I,
that fuck up.
and I made a meme of it. I made an edited meme of it.
I, I remember seeing this. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? you know,
Yeah,
this isn't really the first time they had done this.
yeah, yeah.
They have done this. Uh,
Yeah, I done it. I finally done it. I made the edited video of it. I had to use my voice for it. Gundam, transform and roll out.
It's a transformer. It's a transformer. No, it's a
Yeah.
Gundam.
It's a Gundam, you idiot. That's right.
Boy, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time that they have done something like this. There are several news sites that have used that have used this.
Yeah,
that have mentioned they confused Gundam with Transformers
I know.
because that is the first thing a lot of these normies watch for the Animecha.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the video of it.
Gundam, transform and roll out.
Yeah, so that's what happened. They mistaken this at the Olympics. What do you think? Was that the worst edit that I could make? Yeah, Blade of the Immortal was a really good manga, and I actually remember reading this manga.
I was saying, man, I'll be honest with you. When I say that the Olympics has popped out some hilarious fuck ups, like the one with that Korean channel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the one where they did like a bunch of stereotypes and the Chinese got ass mad at the fact that theirs was the Polo Pirates.
yeah. And this is Blade of the Immortal, ladies and gentlemen. This is like one of the mangas that they did, and I believe they did have one cover where they had the manji in the back. And let's see if I can look for it. This is what they did. This is like the original manga cover for it, but there's also another one where he shows all. Here it is. This is the one.
I mean, the thing with Bososoku gangs is that, like the term implies, it means violent running tribe,
Yeah.
and they are divided on several how should I say this, called several factions. Well, I wouldn't say factions, but rather more the likes of, like, you got the Sokusha, which is the card version, which are the cars with those tall ass wings, the tall ass tailpipes.
Mm.
The You got the ones with the with bands, the ones with
Yeah.
motorcycles. I mean, these guys. Uh, Seriously, I started out as the Japanese. They were actually influenced. Here's a little bit of history lesson, kids. Bososoku as a whole was inspired by biker gangs in the United States, like Hell's Satans,
Yeah.
like the Hell's Satans, Hell's Angels. My bad. And the Greasers from the 1950s.
Yeah.
It's just that the Japanese put their own twist into it. But ironically,
Their own original
now
twist to it.
nowadays they're not really classified as a biker gang anymore.
Yeah. They're just they have their own fashion brand, I believe.
Oh, it's not really a fashion brand. It's more a scene. Like
Of
it's basically a culture now,
a
and
culture.
yeah, and they don't
It's
really.
like Garu Garu.
Yeah. Oh, the Gyaru. No, it's more the likes of think of it as think of it as eh, think of it more like a bunch of motorcycle enthusiasts now, rather than a gang, violent gang where they would shoot you. That
Mm.
those people moved on to be yakuza.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm looking at right now because I'm trying to look for the changes that they did, because originally they changed the backside of this character's back because they wanted to censor it back then. And a lot of people were upset because they wanted the original manga with the manji in the back. And it was sad too, because it was like they changed it because they didn't want the sign to be offensive. And it was kind of weird how they did this, because originally it was a really good manga for what it's worth. but they kind of got upset about this. It's like, I don't know why anyone in their right mind would try to censor Blade of the Immortal. And they basically tried to educate people, explaining that the manji was a different symbol than the swastika, and it was perfectly acceptable because that's the reason why they used that symbol, because it was a symbol of prosperity, wealth, or whatever the heck it was, and luck, and it was a Buddhist symbol. And the problem was people took it the wrong way, because that's what they changed it for some weird reason, and I felt bad.
It was more the likes of censoring it for the West because, well, you know.
Yeah, people were triggered by it.
The first that's actually the first thing that people come to, that the West comes to mind when it comes to the swastika, which is.
Yeah, and I wish I had the manga itself, because the actual version that they released by Dark Horse, but the problem is it's very rare now. It's a very rare collection, and I used to have a lot of the collection, but I had to give it away because I was moving from place to place.
And if you were to buy it on eBay, it would cost you triple digits.
Yeah, and it's very hard to find this manga these days, but the movie's pretty good. The live action movie's okay.
You know, usually when it comes to these live action adaptations of movies, they're either so fucking shit that you wanna avoid them like AIDS.
Yeah.
In the case of the Fist of the North Star live action movie.
Yeah.
Or actually decent that they're okay.
Because I read this in high school back in the early 90s, and I used to remember this was a really good manga for its time, and it's a shame that it took a long time for this for the anime adaptation to happen. Like this thing existed around the early 90s, and they basically decided, well, we're gonna go, because despite this, it was actually a really good manga. The art was awesome because the artist basically did this all in pencil, and he basically had to ink over it.
Ooh, the old school way.
Yeah, he inked it in pencil.
Demanded the old fashioned way because it's a dying art form nowadays because of all the focus on CGI and digital.
Yeah, and he did this all in pencil. This guy is a really good artist. When you read his manga, you'd be surprised what type of artist he is. And you'll see it in his manga. And I highly recommend you get this manga. But I recommend the original version, not the censored, sugar-coated version that they made for it. Because I find it offensive that they would actually remove the manji from his back in order to please a demographic that did this.
Now that I think about it, this isn't the first time that they have actually done this. They did this in Dragon Ball Z too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, considering that Mr. Not just that, but also the name of one of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
We know him as Hercule, but everywhere else, his name is Mr. Satan. Mr. Satan.
Mr. Satan, yeah.
And he and basically his car has like the 3 sixes. And I think I remember seeing a swastika or something. I'm not really too sure. But I know it was. Let's see.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Fred Ladd. Oh yeah, I forgot the the guy who did.
Found it. The Messerschmitt has flames, and the 666, which got edited out in the American version. And Mr. Satan on the side. Let's see. Oh, I thought they had a. I mean, fucking hell! I mean, the Latin American version kept it, but because we're not bitches like these white people. sorry, white guys, but sorry, white people, but I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just saying that some of you guys in the have to pay. A lot of you guys have to pay because of the woke bastards, the woke minority.
Yeah. Because they took a good amount of stuff that we wanted and turn it into shit.
Yeah, because it's also affected to Latin America as well, especially in places like Argentina.
Yeah. And I'm not upset with it. It's like there's a lot of good animes and there's a lot of good mangas out there, and it's like the ratings failure for the launch of an empire, the story of Mobile Suit Gundam. Huh, so Toy Galaxy finally made a video about that.
The tragedy of...
Yeah, and they're continuing that series despite the fact that the popularity of it. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm looking up some stuff, and it's like... The thing is, like, I talked about it last month about the anime, and I will say this: Neon Genesis Evangelion, Thrice Upon a Time is definitely a good movie. I highly recommend it. But as far as I know, that's pretty much what I'm going to say about it. And if anything, go watch it. Go watch it when it comes out tomorrow. I highly recommend it to the community as a whole. If you haven't watched it, then go watch the 3 movies. I'm pretty sure they have it available on Crunchyroll or other places. If not, you can go buy the Blu-ray or DVD or rent it. If you can find a friend that has all 3 of them, go ask him or her for it.
Now, what is this? Oh, that feels familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, I was checking something. Out. Keep going, JT.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some stuff because I'm just trying to make sure. Because right now, there's not much to talk about except maybe some animes here and there that are coming out.
Or this certain dude. Oh, come on. If you want to hear about THRICE Chan, you might as well watch Count Dankula or the podcast.
I talked about it the other week. It turns out there's also recent developments, but I would bring up the whole stream is canceled thing. I already brought it up last week, and the fact is that Chris Chan did that to herself, and the fact that they kind of they found out today that the troll involved did something, and already the trans community's up in arms and wanting her head on a pike. I'm not going to mention her name or anything like that because that would be a little bit of a controversy right there, because YouTube is trying to demonetize people for speaking on that whole situation.
As usual, Susan always demonetizes people for just about everything.
Yeah, and also the fact I found out today, the other day, that they finally demonetized H3H3's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Oh no, dude's getting 2 strikes thanks to Keemstar. He's taking his revenge.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, this is what happens when you're buddies with that fucking bitch Susan Wojcicki.
Yeah.
She will chew you out and spit you out.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are upset about that. So what's going on right now is that there's a lot of things going on, and the fact that the anime is right now. What you've been watching lately. I want to know.
Oh, oh, I wasn't really watching anime, but it was more the likes of. It was really more the likes of the Grand Tour. I was watching on Amazon the new Grand Tour episode Lockdown. That's where they go. That's where they're in Scotland
Mm-hmm.
and drive three American cars, like three American barges for fucking cars in Scotland.
Hmm.
And then before that, I was watching the Madagascar episode where these guys were hunting for treasure. They were going for a cross, and they end up finding something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guys go to Madagascar. It's also it's a little far. And here's the thing regarding guys. I'm talking about James Bay, Jeremy Clarkson, and Richard Hammond. The three guys on Top Gear, like old Top Gear. They were going to the new season of the Grand Tour is less like the older episodes, but rather more.
Yeah.
Or just traveling, driving around in a bunch of cars, and doing some adventuring
Okay.
or some. And I was watching Clarkson's Farm, which was Jeremy Clarkson's endeavor into when it came to making his own farm.
Yeah.
It was actually a surprisingly good series.
Jeremy
Yeah,
Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson farming, dude. Like
Farming.
the guy, but yeah, dude has like 100 fucking acres.
Jeez,
And
I thought you were gonna mention Jim Belushi, because Jim Belushi has his own reality show, basically being a pot farmer.
what?
Yeah, he became a pot farmer. Like he's actually he's actually shelling out marijuana.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, and I thought Dan Aykroyd's adventure was crazy. The dude selling vodka with on a glass skull.
Yeah, he is actually making a pot farm. Like he actually has one.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know that was a reality show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on. I think it's on the Learning Channel. I think.
Oh, well, what's left of the Learning Channel?
Yeah,
because it's so fat asses and pedal bait.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Right now, I'm gonna tell you what I'm watching right now. I'm watching something called Idaten Deities Know Only Peace. I think that's a good series. And there's also another one that I recently watched the other day. I think it was on Wednesday that premiered. I never saw this series. I never heard about this series, but it turns out it was a really good
Idaten Heian Serai no Idaten Tachi, also known as Heian's
and I
Idaten.
mentioned Idaten Deities Only Know Peace. And there was another one I recently watched that had fan service. It was called Mother of Goddess Dormitory.
Let me guess, it's an isekai.
It's not an isekai. It's basically a harem. It's basically about a 12-year-old boy living in a dormitory. What happened was he lost his home and his dad abandoned him due to fire. And what happened was he's all alone, he's living homeless, and he finally got help from one of the college students, And what happened was one of the college students tried to flirt with him. Because in this anime, it's basically that. Like, he basically flirts with them, but he doesn't really flirt with them. He tries his best to avoid it, but they insist on, teasing him and playing with him. And they accidentally, like... but it's actually an Inichi anime. And I thought it was really good.
I haven't kept up when it came to anime recently. I know I'm supposed to be watching Dino Xenon, but also let's see what else. I think I'm the only one who didn't give a shit about Nagatoro.
Nagatoro? That's fair. I
was supposed to watch Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S.
It's actually pretty good.
I watched the first episode, but I didn't watch the rest of them because it was busy.
It's up to 5 episodes now. I actually watched it. I haven't catched up on Shaman King 2001 yet. I know that they're redoing the old one. From what I heard, they're releasing the Blu-ray.
So let me guess. The English dub will have all the most of the voice actors from 4Kids, and they're gonna butcher it.
But they have the Japanese version as well.
Oh, my bad. I forget that 4Kids is no more, son.
Yeah. So Discotheque is actually taking over.
Okay. Good luck getting most of the voice actors because Eric Stewart is retired. Madeline Blosny is fucking dead.
Yeah.
And let's see, who is in California right now? Rachel Lewis and Veronica Taylor are in California.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Richard Freeman, so damn. I really haven't watched much recently. Oh yeah, I also watched James May's Man in Japan.
Man in Japan.
Yeah, it's basically James May's travel through Japan, starting from Hokkaido to Kyushu. And the man tries to learn about Japanese culture. He tries to learn everything when it comes to Japan. But in some cases, he ends up butchering the language too. Because in one instance, he called someone is named Keiko, right? Mm-hmm. He called her Kaiko.
Kaiko.
Yeah, it's not Keiko. Like, motherfucker, what is that? Also, his fixer. He calls his fixer Sensei instead of Sensei. And according to James, he called him deodorant. It's just hilarious, though.
Oh, that's kind of Tokyo.
But Sensei is a brand of deodorant in Japan, but it really means it means delicate. Yeah, delicate.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone's talking about Shingetter Robo, or Shingetter Arc, as they call it.
Mm.
Yeah, like everyone's talking about that one. Like I do like mecha animes. I know Getter Robo is kind of a popular one, but a lot of people talk about it's overrated. And I would like to watch it, but I'm just like, eh.
Which series?
Are you going to stream the movie? No, I'm not streaming the movie.
Oh God, no.
No.
What? 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 So Suzuki can fucking copyright strike you? Hell no.
Yeah, I'm just doing a review. I'm basically doing a review. I don't do live streams like that. If you want to, I can. If you want to watch it, I would.
It hasn't come out yet.
It hasn't come out yet, but if you want to watch it, you can watch it on unofficial websites. If you're that desperate for it.
Yeah. Oh, there is something I did learn. a while ago.
Yeah.
Uh, the the sixth arc of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is coming out soon.
Yeah, I know. I heard about it.
So the ocean.
Ocean Dub is doing that?
No, that's the name of the arc. Stone Ocean.
Stone Ocean.
Yeah.
Stone Ocean. Sounds like Blood Ocean.
No, it's actually, as a matter of fact, the main character Stan is named after Jimi Hendrix song, Stone Free.
Oh, that's why he always seems to always tries to do like name after a song.
Not just songs, but also rock bands, musicians. Araki is a musicophile.
Yeah, he is, but he also likes Italian culture and food.
And yeah, the man, yeah, well, that's yeah. As a matter of fact, Bento Aureo was I can clearly say that Bento Aureo was actually his most passionate project, even though it wasn't as let's be honest here, it wasn't really as good as, let's say, the last ones, but I can't really. I can't really. It was great. It was good, but it wasn't exactly in the same tier. Let's say the second and fourth arc. It wasn't. It wasn't as. It wasn't as. It wasn't as. It wasn't bad, but it really wasn't as good as, let's say.
All right.
What's it called? Sorry.
All right, so it's basically
Battle Tendency, and Diamonds Unbreakable.
Okay, so from what I understand from this background is that it focuses on Jotaro's daughter.
Yeah, Jolene.
Jolene, and stands for. Okay, Jotaro Kujo. Her stand is a stone free, which allows her to unravel her body into an elastic thread.
Oh yeah.
I haven't read this manga. I have not. I'm not familiar with it. The fact that this is
basically Jolene is framed for a murder that someone else did, and she has to find out who framed her.
The only book that I read from him from this series is basically Steel Ball Run.
Oh yeah, that's part 7.
Steel Ball Run was one of the mangas I liked. It focused on what's his name,
Johnny Joestar and his friend Gino Cepoli.
Yeah.
Racing on, yeah, they're basically racing at across the nation, across the U.S.
Yeah, it's a really good manga. I read it I only read a few chapters of it, and that's it.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are probably in JoJolium right now.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that Hiroki Aki is a vampire.
Yeah, Hirohiko Araki, the whole vampire thing.
Yeah, the whole joke about him being a vampire.
Yeah, because the man doesn't age.
Yeah, the man does not age. Like he looks the same. Like
yes. Interesting fact. Araki probably took the same mask as Dio Brando in the series, and that's why he became a vampire.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna tell you guys right now about the whole situation with what's going on. I know the Discotheque's also trying to announce that they're going to put out Shaman King. Okay, so according to them, this is what they said. Shaman King is available to pre-order the original Shaman King anime as dubbed in English or shown on TV. Never been released on home video before. All episodes have been... Okay, so this is from Right Stuff. But they're also... So it's basically the 4Kids anime.
Well, more like one of the places where they had a lot of the 4Kids voice actors where they employed them because Right Stuff was also between Right Stuff and Central Park Media. They were the place in New York where they would do anime dubs besides a couple of the studios.
I know Anime Ego is another one. And they're known for Megazone 23. They're known for Bubblegum Crisis.
And nowadays it's let's see. Besides Right Stuff, TP USA, and Voice of O, which is Lisa Ortiz's studio.
Yeah. So they also own You're Under Arrest. That's another anime that Right Stuff is, and also Anime Ego owns.
Attached to THJ Studios
and Writing Bean.
Oh yeah, they were those guys.
Yeah, so basically all the stuff that they have is on Retro Crush right now.
Oh God. You know, we actually reviewed Writing Bean eons ago.
I watched that anime a long time ago, and I only watched the movie of You're Under Arrest. I didn't watch the series.
I've only seen one of the movies regarding You're Under Arrest, and I actually did. Especially the fact that the main characters drove a small Honda today. As that hero car, like these two chicks were crazy as hell.
Yeah, because they were trying to go after people because they
were cops.
They were cops. They chased down the bad guys. That's their nature. That's what they were doing. They were trying to do their job. I don't blame them. That's what their job was. They don't want to get fired. They would take any risk no matter what they do. That's how bad it was. That's how funny it was as a series.
Just don't breathe.
Yeah. So there's also Manga Entertainment, but sadly, I believe they're owned by Warner Brothers now.
Oh my God.
Or Lionsgate, actually. Never mind.
No, not that, but also the other thing. If we're talking about anime takeovers, fucking Sony.
Yeah.
Sony and their monopoly on fucking.
Not all of it technically, because they still. The only thing is they own the streaming platform Crunchyroll, and it's a streaming platform, not an anime. Although they did Crunchyroll did get granted permission to stream simulcast animes from Japan. They're not technically licensed unless they are granted permission by the licensors and also the Japanese studios. And the Japanese studios agreed as long as they get a cut of the proceeds. But the problem is that they don't pay them until the end of the month. That's the situation right now. They don't pay them enough money to basically license to simulcast the anime.
I know that Kadokawa backtracked from their statement about censorship.
Yeah,
and those are good news, actually.
Yes, it is, and the fact that they're trying to do this is I gotta give props to Japan. Like they stood up to somebody that was about to change the whole system, like break the system of the anime fandom.
Yeah, the thing is, Japan is built different compared to the West. Like they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about people's feelings. At least, I mean, they are polite, but they don't give a rat's ass about this woke bullshit that's going on in America.
Yeah, no, they don't know it. They don't understand it. That's kind of the thing. If they don't, they just ignore it. It's none of their concern what goes on in America. They're only concerned about is their own country, and that's it.
Oh well, speaking of, I love the fact that you know, considering that Japan lost the war, they did, however, earn a cultural victory in the last couple of decades.
Yeah.
So I would call this a win more than anything else.
Yeah, I do agree, because a lot of people were talking about this, and this happened weeks ago. And I'm like, you know what? I don't really think it's bad. It's just the problem is, you got these people that want to like. There's a reason why anime's not that mainstream on TV as much, because it's only sold on DVD and Blu-ray. That's pretty much it. There's a reason why it's only sold on Blu-ray, because it's not going to be easy to be shown on TV. They would have to edit it out and censor it no matter what. But there are uncut versions of it on Blu-ray and DVD. But it's sad that Funimation is plotting to try to censor that as well on Blu-ray and DVD in order to...
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, because Funimation is stupid. It's stupid woke.
Yeah, and that's why people are trying to avoid Funimation. That's why they go with the alternatives. Like, they want to go to Sentai Filmworks, which, I don't have a problem with Sentai Filmworks. I've been to their website, and I bought a few animes here and there from them.
Basically, keep your political and social bullshit out of their anime. Unless it's necessary.
Yeah, because I bought a couple of Blu-rays before, and
and by necessary I mean when it goes with the storyline, not when it's forced, like what Jerry Markey did. Fucking dot. Oh God! Speaking of that, I do find it funny that they're comparing. Let's see. Naofumi from Rise of the Shield Hero and Melty. No, not Melty. What's the name of this bitch?
Mm-hmm.
The Princess of Freedom. Oh God, it's been a while since I've seen that show. Oh yeah, I forgot that season 2 is coming out, but that'll be like next year.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm gonna go ahead and talk about is like Sentai Filmworks, for example. I'm gonna show you guys something. Right now, they are selling a Razafan complete collection set, which they have the let's see, the opening, closing, specials, Her and Herself, Special 2, Memory of the Fate of Khatun. Let's see what else they have. Production sketches, original Japanese cover, Japanese preview promos, interviews with
Razafan.
Yeah, Razafan. And this is actually a really classic anime. I watched this anime. It's kind of like, it's sort of like Neon Genesis in a way, but it isn't. But I don't know. It's like, okay, they have the original collection, but I wonder if they have the movies. If it's like the 20 episode one. Okay, so it contains season 1 through 26 plus the movie. Okay, that's good. Because I seen the movie before. It's actually pretty good. It's just basically like a recap of the episode of the series, but they have like one alternate ending, which I thought was really good. So there's also Mother of Goddess of the Dormitory. Oh, they have that on High Dive? Yeah, so there's an alternative to
they got Joseph Pincer in this.
Yeah. You'd be surprised what they have here. Like, right now they're trying to advertise High Dive, which is another, like, that's a Warner Brothers property, I believe.
Oh, that's finale movie.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the movies yet, but I did see the OVA and the series regarding Joseph Pincer.
If anything, If anything, you can go with the under 20 something bucks thing that they have.
And if anyone watching, I'll be honest with you, I highly recommend Joseph Pincer. This is one of those shows that if you're into tanks and cute girls
This is the
doing
anime for
cute
you.
things, this is one. This is right up your alley.
Yeah. And I
Because
I bought a few animes from them, and they're really good.
and I mean cute girls in a wholesome way.
Yeah, they even got Peter Grill, which is like the cursed anime series ever.
Which
Peter Grill and the Philosophers of Time.
oh, I never heard that one.
Yeah, there. I know Nux talked about that anime. He did not like that anime. He called it a cursed anime.
Peter Grill.
Yeah, Peter Grill.
What the fuck even is this show about?
Yeah, and they even got Monster Musume. I gotta get that series, but unfortunately, I don't have the money right now. I gotta find a job.
Monster Musume. Oh, I see. Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah,
Oh, I've seen that one. I've seen the show and the OVA. It's actually, basically, we used to meme the shit out of the show.
yeah,
Me and a couple of friends used to meme the shit out of it, especially when it came to the Centaur.
yeah.
Where it was even, I even had an image that said horse pussy and had her image.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Allergies.
There's also Cutie Honey. That's another one.
Oh, okay. Which one? The remake or the original?
Cutie Honey Universe box set.
I mean, there's also the 1980s one.
Yeah, the 1980s, but I think this is like the 90 something one.
Oh yeah, Cutie Flash. Oh wait, that was another theme song. My bad.
Yeah,
I actually like the 80s theme song.
yeah.
A bit better than the original. I forgot the rest of this fucking theme song, but holy fucking shit, the theme is a banger. Oh my god, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Onegai!
Yeah, that was
Onegai!
actually that's the 90s one, I believe, or the 2001.
Oh, the 2010s one was actually the one.
Onigai,
Yeah.
Onigai.
Oh my god. I think
Yeah.
it's supposed to be please, oh please don't lose me like this.
Yeah.
Oh, they got me to season 1.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's like 62 point. Like they sell it expensively because it's kind of.
I'm sorry, but that shit was absolutely fucking mediocre when it came to the main character. The main character was mediocre. It had the Ashkala, and it was the secondary. The secondary is primary. Yeah, the Ashkala was actually the real main character in that one.
Yeah. Girls in a Panzer. That's the.
That's the movie.
Yeah, that's I think that's the special that they had.
That's the movie. That's the second movie.
Yeah, so it's basically like 48 minutes. I think this is like an Oni or something like that. And they're selling it for like $13.99.
Oh, Made in Abyss. Oh, I heard that one's something else.
It's messed up. I know Love RU is another one I need to watch. Yeah, because I used to like to watch Love RU, the original one. It was actually really good. Let me see what else they have.
Someone else's.
I already got Venus Wars. I already got that anime.
Toloru. I heard that one.
Yeah, to love you or something like that.
Toloru is about but let's see, but it looks a bit succubus.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let me see. Limited editions, new releases, pre-orders, new releases.
Oh, funny thing. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but I was I was checking out who voiced the current character in 5 Star in Genshin, and
Mm-hmm.
it's Reina. What's her name? Kana Ueda,
Kind of weird.
who played Rin Tosaka in the Fate series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like in Yoibi is such a cute spot. The things I'm gonna try and pull on her when I get enough. Let's see, Karakuri Circus. The only thing I know about that one is the contortionist in that series, Eleanor.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
Gate. That's the isekai where these guys go to war with Japan. Or go they go what I mentioned.
I know Babylon's another one. That's Clamp, I believe, that made this one.
Hmm.
No, actually, that's not Babylon. That's a totally. I think Clamp made it, but I don't know that if they made the art for it. Because Clamp
F and lead.
F and Laid, yeah. I know that they like everyone liked it. Mysterio's
Oh,
Girlfriend X.
oh my god! I actually want to check that one out because this show is like that show is like an unintentional hentai.
Yeah.
Like, especially when she's drawing like that. I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah. Let's see. Queen's Blade Rebellion Warriors Collection.
Ooh, that's for men of culture.
Yeah.
Baki. But one of the manliest shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but I did see that it's
I did see Knights of Sidonia. It's like a CGI anime, but it's really good.
let me guess, it's an RPG. It's
Um,
based on the RPG game.
no,
it's based on an RPG.
No, it's not. It's basically based. It's a mecha anime that's basically based on a manga.
Mm.
Okay, MM. I think I've seen that anime before, and it's a classic, but it's funny. Let's see. Let's see what else they have. They have Baki. They have Gate. I know that's a very popular one.
Baki, from what this is what I know about Baki. Baki is basically about muscular dudes doing muscular things and kicking each other's ass.
Yeah.
And this is my kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and it's kind of weird how they're doing this. It's like I haven't really said much about anything about it. It's like there's a lot of things going on in the anime situation. I don't even know what I could bring up.
oh, man. Regarding anime, so recently, I do admit that part of the small stuff I heard from Hero Hate,
Mm-hmm.
and let me see. I know I was and dude is too busy checking out Twitter bullshit.
I know.
Like how
he's
like
talking
for
about the negative stuff.
like for example, you got the
The second season of what's her name, Misaki.
oh
Masaki wants to hang out. I think that's what it was called.
Osaki was to hang out. Oh, I only seen like the first 3 episodes of that show.
Yeah, I seen a few episodes of that show as well. It's definitely an okay anime. It's not bad.
The thing is, the show is popular because it generates controversy, and if it causes controversy and makes hosts mad, it's bound to be good.
I know, and they were trying so hard to cancel that anime, and it's like, look, no one should cancel that anime because it wasn't as bad as they make it out to be.
It was actually a pretty wholesome. It was actually pretty wholesome,
I
despite
know.
the fact. Besides like the culture here and there.
I know, and they were bringing it up, and it's like, look, I don't care about her boobs being big. I think it's hilariously funny anime. Sure, there's a lot of Anichi on it, but it's not as bad as you make it out to be. And it's like they kind of hate it when you see anime like that. They assume that it's negative.
The thing is, they can't. The thing is, these people had big TDMB regarding, and when it comes to ecchi, they are not exactly. They are not exactly. Well, let's be honest here. These people are basically the leftist version of the moral majority.
I know, and a lot of
It's
people are talking about it. It's like there's no way you expect everyone to take your side on this whole issue, and it's like, why are you going to get upset about this?
because they have nothing else. They haven't start. They haven't known what real shit was.
I
Real
know.
struggles.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it's like I really don't understand their problem. It's like, look, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't bother telling us that this is. If you want to bitch about it on Twitter, go right on ahead. But people are just gonna react to you and like laugh at you because it's like the majority does not give a shit about that stuff. It's like everyone that shits on Pokemon, you probably will defend it because it's a good show.
I haven't watched. I haven't watched the Pokemon series since. Wow, season 8. Like fuck me, it's been
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, and it's like I don't have a problem with this type of thing. It's like, I usually just leave people alone, and yet they still block me on Twitter because I follow somebody that opposes them or disagrees with them. And it's like I
Uh,
just don't really care anymore.
these people are straight up tribalists, man. That's the and
Yeah, that's why
you know
I kind of left them alone. I just don't care because they can they have the right to block me whenever they want to, because if I'm just an annoying prick to them, f them. I don't care if that's what you see me
uh,
as. F them.
I'm actually glad I got rid of my Twitter in January, and no regrets at all.
Yeah, because I know
Not a
that.
single one.
Yeah, because it's like I still use Twitter. I usually use it just to post shit or promote my YouTube channel.
Usually, well, posting shit is the only thing that Twitter is good for.
Yeah,
And even then, you're gonna see some gold, like especially on the Genshin fandom. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I was watching a video about how they found one of the characters to be problematic, because some people are like, damn, like because they got triggered by some of the people who were using the character's avatar.
like
Regarding,
seriously, like literally,
yeah.
they got triggered by someone's avatar being a Genshin Impact character.
Yeah,
Like,
of all people, Venti, who is who is basically the alternate identity of Barbatos, the god of the wind in the game,
yeah,
the wind god. He's also what we call the fanboy archer, because dude looks like a chick. Straight up, dude looks like a chick.
and they got triggered by looking at him because he's like some femboy chick.
No, not that. They got triggered because apparently some people got trolled
Yeah,
by somebody using his face as an avatar. So yeah,
I
they can
guess a
handle
lot
the
of
shit
people really
constant.
do like Genshin Impact. I don't blame them. It's like I never played the game.
Seven Honkai Impact. I haven't been. Seven Honkai Impact, which is from the same developer. The thing is, mm, oddly enough, I don't play that one. I don't play that one, but I do play. Ironically, I play Genshin, but I don't play Honkai Impact, which is basically MiHoYo's hot. Well, actually, MiHoYo's that game is basically Devil May Cry mixed Bayonetta with waifus,
Yeah.
and it's that's in that game are fucking ridiculous. Like we're dealing. Someone did 7-digit damage in one of the scenes I've seen. I'm like, damn.
Okay, so
7-digit. That shit's insane, though.
okay, so there's been an update on the news about Berserk.
Oh yeah. They'll carry on the series without without Kintaro Miura.
Yeah.
Because that's what he would have wanted.
Yeah, because he's going to continue the series because he's not going to die.
Oh no. He ain't dead. He's just missing.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, his friends are gonna continue on the series after because that's how Kentaro would have loved it. He would have loved to finish the series.
Yeah. So
and got to spoils.
the official. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at Sakinku Complex. The official website for the magazine Young Animal declared that the next 18 issues of this year will not only contain chapter 364 of Berserk, will also a special memorial booklet dedicated to Kentaro Miura and a color poster. Preview will be tribute to coming to Young Animal up and coming issue, which I'll show you guys.
Oh my god! You know, if I was Kentaro Miura, that's actually what I would have wanted to carry on my legacy, carry on my work, finish God's quest, because the man has gone through some shit.
I know. I remembered he basically took a long hiatus, the longest hiatus in a decade.
Not just that, but also the character. The character Guts as
yeah.
Let's be honest here. The animated versions outside the 1997 one were not so.
I didn't like the CGI version of it, to be honest with you. Although it looked cool.
Nobody does. Honestly, nobody does.
A lot of people like. The art style was okay, but I just didn't like how they portrayed.
The animation.
I just didn't like how the style and animation that he looked like. As much as I hate to say it, they definitely could have done better if they would have stuck to animation.
Dude, in all honesty,
yeah,
that is an objectively good opinion.
Yeah,
because it's the truth. It's the truth. They really did Kentaro Miura dirty with that fucking adaptation.
I know, and that adaptation tried to attempt to tell the manga version of it over a certain chapter, and it's like I don't have a problem, but at the same time, they should have. I can understand that this is the studio that made this. I gotta look them up. Created this and put their work into it, but it's like it just didn't appeal to me that way. It just came off like, let me look at it let me see, Berserk. Let me see which one was it that produced this, because I was like looking at, let me see if I could find it. Let's see. The 2016 version, let me look it up. by Anna Plus, and the studio is Linden. Gimba. Okay, so this is the 2016 version, which they gave IDM page gave it like a 6.8, and it contains 2 seasons. And I just didn't like it because it was like that the 2016 version was not that good, to be honest with you. Despite what they try to present as a story, it was okay. But when it comes to the animation, it just looked terrible. And that's kind of how I see it. Because they tried to do this with the Golden Age arc, and they released it like, let's see,
Okay, so this was covering the convention arc.
yeah, especially the movies. They try to do that with the OVA movies. Let's see here. Berserk was announced.
There we go. Gemba. What did they do? 2 shows.
Yeah, Gimba.
And the Magnificent Kotobuki.
Yeah, they only did like the 3D animation for it.
And that's where that is okay. It was co-animated with Mille Pensée.
Yeah, Gimba did that, and Menepensei did the.
All
2D.
right, so so these guys did Soma Spider. So what?
Yeah.
And the TQ series.
Yeah.
I see the TQ series, and honestly, it wasn't what. It wasn't even a sports anime. What the hell? It wasn't even a sports comedy. What the hell?
Yeah. So Menepes also did So What? I'm a Spider. So What?
Yeah, that's the.
That's actually a pretty good anime, I will admit.
Yeah, that's the spider isekai.
Yeah, the Spider Isekai, which basically is actually about a girl who got reincarnated, who basically wasn't really popular in school, was always picked on, but she was good at MMOs. And she basically worked her ass off to become very powerfully strong as a spider. And you find out she basically surpassed everybody.
Veronica Taylor plays the Demon Lord in that series? Shit! That's fucking crazy, though! Yeah, she went from Boys in Ash Ketchum to the Demon Lord in that series. Fuck me.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, Yuki, that's the... Okay, that's, Oh, okay. Oh, Yuki, she, I know a couple of roles, at least. Madoka Academy from Madoka. The Traveler in Genshin Impact, in the Japanese stuff, and, what else? What else? Of all days, she was, Yoshiko in Aho Girl.
Yeah.
The biggest star in anime. Well, not really the biggest star. No, it's not, no, she's not really, she's not a thought, per se, she's just fucking dumb.
Okay, so the company was established in 2000, subtracting studio. Okay, so the Gamba one is basically involved with various works as Psychopaths and Noblesse. I seen Noblesse. It was actually an okay anime. It was, but it was actually a Korean. It's a Korean. It's a Korean manhwa, but I seen like the preview of it before.
What the hell is this shit?
Yeah, I seen the OVA of it, Noble's Awakening, back in 2016.
CCB. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just looking at some of the stuff that they did. The Furrycon Mega Complex apologized for an incident with a sex offender. Furrycon Mega. Okay, so
nothing out of the ordinary here, my dude.
Yeah, Florida Furrycon Convention Megaplex, bound to prove uprising those unfamiliar unfortunately familiar with the degeneracy of the furry fandom, such as the community infamously known to be overrun by grotesque fetishists and sexual deviants and criminals. The alleged victim released several tweets discussing the details of their assault and how they found the assailant was a sex offender, and the con staff did nothing to prevent the situation.
I swear these people.
Yeah.
Why are furries like this, man?
You know, I'm just gonna say this right now to everyone. I don't know why they want to blame a convention when they're not aware of who comes to the convention. Not everyone is aware of everybody. Because if you're gonna, like, I heard about this convention, Megaplex. Like, there's several controversies happening with this convention. Like, I seen pictures of a flag, like the Confederate flag, happening with Megaplex.
What?
Yeah, like the Megaplex con.
I mean, it's a flag. It doesn't offend me. What the hell? What was so? Oh, right.
Yeah. They're in Florida. What do you expect? I've been to Florida before.
I'm not even offended. I mean, what the hell? Florida's in hot shit right now because of a certain thing that has now developed a variant.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Here's the thing that I'm gonna go ahead and address. Like, if they weren't aware, so I'm not gonna blame a furry convention for not being aware what's going on, because not everyone has like the resources to know who's a sex offender, who's not. And it's like, they came to you with this message, and if you're going to get upset with them over this, at least try to be consistent and try to send the message to them or email them and see if they respond. And tell them that there was a sex offender coming to the convention. Can you please take this person out? You can show them records, you can show them pictures of this person and see what they'll do about it, and have the police check this person's background or something. But other than that, you know, it wouldn't cost that much.
You know, this is nothing compared to This is definitely nothing compared to one of the most infamous furry convention out there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, and that would be. I'm sorry if I Rainforest.
Let's see.
Rainforest 2015.
You brought that up now.
Of course.
All right. I'm gonna
This
change.
This is nothing compared to Rainforest 2015.
All right. I'm gonna change the subject about that. Did
Thank
you hear?
you.
I'm gonna change the subject because this is crazy. The anime industry reports the first loss in 10 years. Anime fans may be surprised to learn that the medium domination over the entertainment industry as a whole appears to be less certainly in recent reports becoming a trend. The anime industry reports the loss of 1.8% for the year of 2020.
Considering all the shit that these guys are, considering all the shit they're pulling with the censorship and the fact that, I mean, let's be honest.
It's also the fact they're bringing up the issue about COVID. Like that whole thing really fucked with them. But the funny thing was that the Demon Slayer Kinsame no Yaba Megu Train, that actually did pretty well. Yeah.
Demon Slayer was actually is one of the hottest animes ever made. We got at least in 2020.
Yeah, and
having watched the series, but I gotta watch the movie.
Yeah, I watched the movie myself. It was actually a pretty good movie.
I haven't even watched the movie yet.
and yet they're talking about the fact that the anime industry's at an all-time low. And I'm just like, look, I'm not gonna try to deny that does happen, but yeah, it's like it's because the whole COVID situation ruined it, and there I can understand the reason why the quality and shit is like really bad, but Jesus Christ,
There's also the fact that they don't have to go to studios anymore. They have to. The voice actors themselves can't show up unless they're wearing masks or anything like that.
mm,
And I mean, damn, people gotta breathe. But unfortunately, at this moment, this is actually this is. I don't know about you, but compared to what to the West, they're still making a lot of money.
yeah, they're making money, and it's like I don't know why the heck they're doing that, but let's put it this way. I know that they're also doing a Bleach 20th anniversary one shot. That's another thing that they're
Oh
doing.
my God, why?
I know that you know how Tia Kabuto is. Like he never get he
Tita Kubo is I'm guessing Tita Kubo is not the kind of guy who fuck it. You made a show that was very successful in the epitome of filler. Oh, sorry, that's One Piece. My bad. Sorry, Kubo-san, but One Piece has your ass beat when it comes to filler.
yeah,
I mean, I watched Bleach. I watched like the first 60 episodes. I dropped it. I was bored.
yeah.
Seriously. How should I say this? Bleach is overrated as a show.
Yeah. And I understand that, like why can't Tia Kabuto just do something else like other manga artists? Like
Tita Kubo, when it comes to I'm not sure what to say about Tita Kubo, Kubo, but you do have a point. Let me see let me see what else Kubo-san did.
like if he really wants to go back to doing manga, he should try another story. Like at least not try to, if he wants to, since he had success with that old manga, which was Bleach. He could have just done another manga. He could have just created another IP like he should. Like there's, I know what's her name did that.
Okay, so and I am not kidding. This is how it's pronounced. Kubo Taito. Kubo.
Mm.
No, for real, that's Taito Kubo. Real name Noriaki Kubo. Not only did Bleach, but he also did Zombie Powder and Burn the Witch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, but I'm still gonna call him Tite. I apologize. Sorry, I'm not sure if it's Tite or Tite, but fuck it. I'm calling it Tite because that's how it's pronounced in Spanish.
Yeah, we call him Tito.
Yeah, Tite Kubo.
Tite
Yeah.
Kubo.
Yeah, in the says. Okay. Wow, it's
Yeah.
really been 16 seasons.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, he constantly created that series. Like he was trying to compete against what's his name?
One Piece.
Yeah.
Oh no, One Piece. The day One Piece actually ends will be at least 20 years after I'm dead.
Yeah.
At least 20 years. Maybe 20 years.
And I think he needs to find a new IP. If other books didn't sell well, he could try different story ideas. Because I know he likes to go back to Bleach once in a while, but he really needs to figure out. Because I know that he didn't have some success with Burn the Witch. Because I know some people did not like Burn the Witch for some weird reason.
What is Burn the Witch about, though?
Basically, Burn the Witch. I saw it on Netflix before. It was like an anime about about mages, and they basically have to stop dragons from being. Because I remember I saw it, Burn the Witch. Burn the Witch because it was on Netflix, and I watched it. It was basically about two girls that are trying to prevent dragons from destroying the city. And usually it's illegal for people to touch dragons in a certain way.
Oh, okay. So these are Noel Nihashi and Nini Spenko are witch and protection agents for Windbind.
Yeah.
An organization for dragon conservation and management. The mission is to protect and manage the dragons within London on behalf of the people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the whole point of the story was to stop a a big giant apocalyptic thing to happen, because if one owner illegally owns a dragon, they would have to be separated or killed.
Mm. Let's see what else we got here.
And it was definitely an okay manga, but I saw the film and it was okay.
Takes place in the same universe as Bleach.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it says here it takes place in the same universe. Like, what the fuck?
Burn the Witch.
Yeah.
It was an okay movie. I actually watched the movie.
Yeah, interesting enough, the series takes place in the same universe as Bleach.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's kind of like Harry Potter in a way, and I found it funny that they're like in an alternate, like she's in an alternate reality.
Oh, Harry Potter, one of the worst magician shows, one of the worst shows to ever. It is one of the worst franchises to ever exist, and honestly, it should have never existed.
What?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I fucking despise the movies. I've seen them. I despise it.
I can understand. It's like I seen it before, and it's like the ending was just it ended in such a bad. All right. Okay, I already put that on my anime list because I kind of had to. Now everyone's upvoting something. Yeah, and I gotta look.
What's right now on Twitter?
Tabasai Chronicles, Reservoir Chronicles.
Tsubasa Chronicle. What is that name so familiar?
Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. Yeah, that's the Clamp anime that.
Oh, that's the Tsubasa. Oh, the T sounding, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the one with Sakura being like grown up. Yeah.
Yeah, and that one I kind of like. I remembered they made an anime for it, and sadly it's like.
Yeah, basically Sakura loses all her memories. So shit.
And what's his name had to try to save her.
Fucking Lee.
Yeah, Lee had to try to save her. And you see like appearances from other characters from other mangas, and I was kind of surprised. Like Clamp always does that a lot. Like they always, whenever they put in like a certain character in the series, they always try to link it to that one. Like I remembered Blood Sea, for example. They did a movie, and they had one of the characters. I forgot one of the characters from Exaholic. Triple X Exaholic in there, and I forgot the character's name, but he's now the store owner. Kimihori Watanoki can see
Oh,
spirits. Yeah, that's the character, and he appears in Blood Sea movie.
oh, is it? Oh, cameo is basically cameo happy.
Yeah, he was cameo in there.
Okay, now, oh, that's okay.
Yeah, and I do remember like they tried putting out like several Exaholic comics. I mean mangas, and I thought they were really good mangas, and it's like that's kind of how it is.
What was it so hard about again? I kind of forgot. It's what is Triple X about again? It's
It's about a young boy who has this ability to see spirits, and he basically uh, ends up going to this store that basically helps people, but in a weird way. And he gets a job at that store helping the lady. Kimihara was chased by the horde of spirits at his feet, because that's what happened. Like he saw spirits and he was scared, and then he meets Yuko Inohara, the mistress of this supposed store, who claims to be able to grant wishes, and Yuko offers to grant Kimihara as long as he pays an appropriate price. Basically, he pays basically by working at the store, and
oh,
he basically does that, and he basically gets employed to become like a slave. But he basically works at that store and helps her, and he learns a lot from her. Like he learns a lot of things, like philosophical debates and issues that I thought was really interesting.
can
And I
really
re-
work as can really work as a slave. You're learning about things, and
yeah, and
getting wishes in return.
but the weird thing was he basically like, spoiler alert, even in Blood Sea kind of makes the joke about it that he basically in the Blood Sea movie he owns the store.
Mm.
Like I was like laughing about it too.
Oh, it's a front. It's a front for drugs. No, but seriously, wow, that I haven't really outside those shows in Amazon. I haven't really watched anything else. Outside maybe shitpost videos here and there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
it's a good series depending on how you see it, but it's not bad. It may be boring to some people, but it's not that bad.
mm.
Yeah, because
But,
I watched a lot of anime, and it's like,
you know, there is an anime I do want to check out soon. There's an anime I do want to check out. It's called mm,
and what's that anime? Hello. Well, it looks like the live stream's kind of a little bit more hectic, but other than that, it's not that bad today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna go ahead and address this issue because eh, it is interesting enough that they are planning to. Okay, unemployed man murders parents over interrupting his anime watching. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh boy. Let's see. I'm looking at some anime right now. Oh yeah, I forgot. They're making that game. Yeah, they're making the Mew Love, the Move Love project. They're still trying to make that game. It's based on that visual novel anime series that they did. Let's see if I can look it up because I remember they. Alright. Jesus Christ. I really gotta look up some animes. Hold on, let me go ahead and Alright. Can you hear me now? I think you got muted. Let me go ahead and yeah, it looks like you got disconnected. Let's see here. Yeah, so anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you for watching this live stream. I know this is like the most boring live stream ever made, but I appreciate that you guys took your time to upvote this and also liking this. As far as I know, this anime is highly recommended, and I will say that thank you for watching this live stream. I appreciate that you guys took the time. I'm going to go ahead and go. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Because I'm going to have to head out.